Hey, welcome back, 901 Street Kings. Today, Blue Falcon is going to be getting some mirror block-off plates. As you probably know, I broke one of my mirrors in my travels inside the trailer. I've been trying to ride without mirrors. Was having a hard time deciding, but I decided to go with these block-off plates. I think it's going to look pretty cool. So the mirrors are going away. New raid cycle block-off plate with the integrated turn signal. It's going to look cool. A couple of bolts and some wires. I'll show you how it's done. Let's get to it. Here is the box. Like I said, Ride the Rage, NRC parts. I do have the NRC fender eliminator kit on this bike, and I'm 100% satisfied with it so far. That's how it comes in the box. 2 covers, these are LED. It's going to light up with your turn signals. It gets rid of those bulky mirrors. Some bolts, nuts, and some zip ties, and I guess some instructions in there. Hopefully that's in frame. So that's what you get. It was $105 from NRC. Couldn't find it anywhere cheaper than that. I have to admit that that's a little bit expensive. That's the way motorcycle world is, I guess. I didn't want just a regular cover, so I'm going to spend the money. I don't want my turn signals flashing fast or anything, and I'm going to drop the coin on that. Alright, let's get to putting this on. Okay, gonna start. You got 2 10mm bolts right there. You got a 10mm ratchet wrench. Helps if you turn it the right way. $10mm nut. Put that in the pocket for now. Got a nut right there. Let me bring this camera over here. So that's going to release your mirror. And I got a push pin right there. It's gonna come off. gonna be a wire right there. Awesome. Got a clip. That comes out. So this is the issue that I'm having. Instructions, I guess, are online. Clearly this goes here. It appears that it goes like this. And I'm assuming that whole thing lights up. If you line the two bolt holes up, you have all this extra space over here. I don't like that. If you try to do it the other way, let me get this one. This is the other one. See what that looks like. It's basically the same thing. Clearly doesn't go that way. I believe this one fits a lot better, but man, that's so... This should be shaped differently. Maybe I thought the 19s, 15s, the 20s had the same mirrors. They could have changed something. And it definitely goes like that. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I'm going to go ahead and run it, but I'm not too... I don't know how keen I am on that. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. Got quite a bit of space there. Doesn't look horrible, but for the money, I don't know. I'm going to get put on there and we'll see what I think. I'm going to do a little bit more in depth on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and get this one put on. Okay, on the other side of the bike now. You got to take this, I believe it's a number 5 Allen. Push pin in the back, this snaps in place, and you got your two 10 mils here. I'm going to go ahead and replace this, put the part on. I'm going to let you see both sides of the bike and see what you think. So let's go ahead and just make this a little how-to video for now. Just clips in place. The wire runs right out of the mirror behind that panel. See if I can get a better shot of that. I'm guessing that probably no. That's the wire. Use a ratchet wrench if you got one. I got a couple, but this is, I can't really say it's any faster. Here's the mirror, 2 bolts, a little rubber seal. This is what you got in the front, and you can see that I have the other one on the other side. This part is an okay part, but it is definitely not made for a 2020 R1. That may be my fault, I'm not sure. I've been looking into these for a little bit, and on the website it says 2015 to 2019. You click on the part and go to description, it says 2015 to present. Since the 21 models are starting to come out, I would assume that 20 means present. I don't know everything about R1, but I know a little something I didn't know yesterday, and that's the mirrors are certainly different. But I'm going to show you what I'm talking about a little closer here. We're going to make this work. Okay. Excuse me, I got a stuffy nose, got to quit coughing on this video. So the new part, wire's going to feed through the hole. Just like this. And here's what you end up with the 2020 is you have all this space here. And you're like, well, that looks a little bit funny. I can probably live with it. It's not the ugliest thing I've ever seen. The bolts that come with this are not long enough. Not even close. And I think they're 25 millimeter. They're 5 by 25s metric. You need a 30 at a minimum. Really, a 35 would be better to get down in there, and that's just because clearly this is different on a 20 than a 15 to 19. So they would have to reshape this and contour it to make it fit. And I may end up doing these in blue just to try to knock some of that contrast down there. But anyway, that's what it's going to look like. I did have to go buy bolts, so now I'm like $108 into this deal. Anyway, it seems to look okay. Let me grab these bolts and I'll get it put together real quick. So this is what I had to get. They did not have at the local store that I went to. They didn't have an Allen head with a tapered seat on it to match this, so it will be flush like the original bolts were. This doesn't look horrible. I will probably go somewhere else and find black satin finish, the right bolts for it, the right length. But for now, I'm going to use this because this is what I got. And sometimes that's just the way it goes when you're modifying things. So this is what we're going to do for now. I mean, it just barely goes on there with those. Excuse me. And those are 5x30, but they don't go all the way down like they should because it's the wrong type of head. So let me get this positioned. Also, the new the hardware they send with you goes from a 10 millimeter to an 8 millimeter. Not a big deal, but and you can see as I tighten that up, it's bending this down. So I'm not putting a lot of torque on it. It is a vinyl lock nut, so it should be good as far as coming loose. I'll bring you back around into the side. Not that this is super important. So I think I might have showed this on the other side. If not, I'm going to do it again. It's the new wire. Plugs into, it's got the same connector, snaps in place. One other caveat about these lights is you don't get the running lights like you do with the factory. According to the website, they do sell some sort of relay module. It has 3 wires in there already. They could have just put another LED in there and ran the wire and had running lights, but these are, in my opinion, right now, these are severely overpriced for what you get. But I guess if you're like me, you just gotta have some mirror block-offs. Anything on my bike is an experiment. If I don't like it, I'll change it back. But I'm just letting you guys know what I've found out. Maybe save you some trouble. So this is what you end up with. I'm gonna get as tight a shot as I can on that. And then we'll pull away. It's not a bad look. They're a little bit big, kind of chunky, for lack of a better word. And this area here, I don't know how well that comes across on camera, but in person it's a little bit, it doesn't cover this area where the base of the mirror was. And that's the point of this, I thought. And then the bonus is that you get turn signals, but let me kill this light. So normally you turn it on, you would have running lights in your mirrors, and as you can see, you don't get those. Left turn, right turn. It's not horrible, but it damn sure ain't perfect either. So I think if they were blue, it would definitely blend in. I don't know if I can match that paint. I've tried before, it's really hard. But if I had some blue on there, it would be a little less contrast, catching the eye, and make the blinker pop a little bit more during the day, I think, and some black satin bolts. But I'm down determined to get this video out. I want to show a little bit of install, a little bit of progress on the R1. It's been quite the struggle with this crap. So there it is. And as y'all probably already know, I have the same NRC fender eliminator, which I love. That thing is slick as they come. Real good look. So See, this needs to contour here some, and it sits on top so you have visibility of your blinker. I think I'm going to roll with it for now. I've already installed them. I'm not going to send them back. I'm sure next week or tomorrow they will come out with a 2020 version that costs even more money, and then I will want that too. But anyway, if any of y'all have, if you have a 15 to a 19, I think these would be fine, outstanding. If you got a 20, unfortunately Yamaha made lots of little changes on this bike that cause people like me all kinds of problems because no one's making anything to fit it. So I'm gonna go with this for now, and I hope you guys like it. And like and subscribe. Come back to the channel for more R1 content. This is the build series on the Blue Falcon. And like I always say, stay salty, my friends.